Welcome, fellow gamers, and thank you for joining me for another episode of Galadon on Gaming as I continue to explore the Old West. That's Compass Point West. And let me start off by saying I've been playing a lot of this game. I am up to level 29. I have a Courthouse of level 16. And they've got a new update that just released. And yes, the Courthouse can now be moved. And that doesn't seem like that big of a deal, but I think it is going to have a huge impact on the game. Another addition is in your units. You now have the availability of a Legendary Gunslinger. You can upgrade your Notorious Gunslingers to Legendary, but look at that. 500,000 gold, over 250,000 goods. I don't have that available right now. So that means we are going to have to go out on the offense and attack some people on the map. And when I say people, I mean I like to go out and attack other players first. You have a choice. You can go player versus player, player versus environment. I'm going to pick on some other players. We've got Lewis right here. I'm going to get 114,000 gold and a card draw if I can defeat him. Over here, ONL, not quite as much gold. So Lewis, we are going to go after Lewis and see if he has moved his courthouse yet. I think it's going to make things a lot harder. And yes, so sure enough, Lewis's courthouse off in the corner and well protected by the camps and by those defensive buildings. But off to the left, you have all of these unprotected buildings. We're going to go out there and take those first because you'll notice the green bar. That is your battle points. That enables you to deploy more troops on the battlefield. There, I've deployed all I can for now. It's down to 0. But by destroying buildings, that will replenish and I will be able to deploy more troops onto the screen during the battle. And these guys are unopposed right now. I've got my tin men. Those are the big guys going in as tanks. Behind them, I've got my gunslingers. Then I've also brought in a bunch of 49ers. They are great specialists for destroying buildings. I've got 1 Gatling gun and 2 healers, the shaman there. And so together, we're going to wipe out all of these unprotected structures, and you can see the green bar replenishing, giving me more battle points. That is key, because later in the battle, as we get closer to the courthouse, once we clear one of his camps, we will be able to deploy our troops on that camp space, but only as many as we have battle points for. So I've racked up a ton of battle points. Here we go. We are just about to start to face some of his defenses. They look like they're pretty well upgraded, but we've got our units moving in. So now we're starting to take damage. We've got the shaman there doing the healing. We're going to work our way through some more of these buildings. We've got plenty of battle points. So now it's just a matter of trying to get through these structures. Want to try to focus. I'm dropping the flag, and that is helping guide my units. I need to get those defensive structures out of the way first at this point. Trying to move through. We've got some splash damage there. We've got the Gatling gun on the left. Work on the camp. Got to get that camp down. A lot of my units are taking damage. I've lost a lot of units already. This is okay. Now we got the camp clear, so now I can deploy more units. You can see I've got some more healers in here. I'm going to drop some more 49ers, and we've got the tin men moving in there. This is where things get a little bit panicked. I just start to drop units. Now I'm facing units from his other camps as well. All of those defenses are firing on me. I'm dropping everything I can now. I just got to try to get to his courthouse. There we go. We're finally getting damage on his courthouse. I'll drop some more 49ers. Go. We're taking a ton of damage, man. I've got a lot of units down. Here it comes. Almost got the courthouse down. A couple of more sticks of dynamite. No, come on. One more. Oh my gosh. Now they're fighting another troop in the center. There we go. Okay. Courthouse going. One more shot. That does it. Okay. So that's victory. Man, that was close, and I almost ran out of time. So moving the courthouse has really made this a lot more difficult. You could see all of my troops that got injured, but 114,000 gold, 94,000 goods. We are going to go ahead and fast forward through the card draw at this point. Going to head back home, and I think the important thing right now is I need to redesign this town. And so we're going to go into a speed build. I'm going to move my courthouse, which is very cool. First time you can actually move your courthouse. And my thoughts are put the courthouse in the back and protect it with camps and defensive structures. Now you saw in that battle, those camps almost screwed me up because you've got defensive units that sit in those camps and can help take out attackers. So I'm going to try to surround my courthouse with the camps and with a bunch of these defenses here and try not to make it so he can pick off too many of my non-defensive buildings too easily like you saw in my attack. Made it super easy. I was able to pick off all of those buildings. Okay, maybe not super easy, but it made it a little bit easier. So I'm going to spread them out like this. And now this, I'm thinking, should be a good defensive setup. I've got the defensive buildings and the camps centered around the courthouse, and really only a few non-defensive buildings that an attacker could pick off. So next, let's go over, take a look at the medicine wagon. I've got some troops healing up. Now, I could go attack again with the other troops that I have, but I also have a Dr. Waltz card. I'm going to play that, and that is going to save me a bunch of time healing up those troops. And now we will go back and look at my cards, and I still don't quite have enough gold to merge 4 Notorious Gunslingers into a Legendary. I really want that, so that means we go back out to the Old West map, and we are going to attempt to defeat another player. This time it looks like right here. Yes, well, let's go after Sin City 26. That will give us enough gold, so let's check it out. All right, so I think this is a design mistake. He's got all of his camps way behind the courthouse, and that will prevent a sneak attack from the rear, but I think it's going to leave the front a little bit too unprotected, so we're going to try to just go with a frontal assault from one of these corners. Put the Tin Men down, the Gunslingers, 49ers. I've got my Gatling gun and a couple of Shaman there to heal up back in the rear. And as we watch these guys go through these outer structures, not a problem in the beginning. It's just going to be a matter of getting through these defensive structures and then hopefully getting the courthouse down before the camps come into action. Again, we can use the flag to guide where the troops go. We want to get them to head towards the courthouse slowly but surely. These are the big defenses right here. Get those splash defenses out of the way. All right, so we're kind of getting spread out here a little bit. So there we go. On the courthouse, we're going to center them, focus on the courthouse. Here comes one of the camps. So troops from one of the camps has come out, but the other 3 are still too far away to affect it. So we're going to get the courthouse out of the way. There it goes. Easy win right there. So I think it is key to try to use not only your defensive buildings, but your camps to protect your courthouse. So let's collect that gold and move forward to the moment I've been waiting for, finally, to get my first Legendary Gunslinger. We finally can afford to merge 4 of the Notorious Gunslingers. We're going to see a huge boost in health and damage per second. There he is, Legendary Gunslinger. We click merge. Here it goes. That's my first Legendary Gunslinger. So I still have enough to make 2 more right now, but I just don't have the resources, so it's going to be back on the hunt for more players to defeat in Compass Point West. Let me know if you guys have tried this game out. I am loving this game. In fact, I am actually on the US leaderboards in Fame right now with 546 stars. So just one tip before I go, for those of you who might be newer players, this is your fort. And this is one of the biggest keys to victory in this game. Upgrade your fort when you can and upgrade your battle abilities. The battle points I was talking about on the left there, you can upgrade those. Rally flags, you upgrade those as well. So get in there, click the little door on the left in your fort and upgrade those as often as you can, as high as you can, as early as you can. That will help you win, in addition to just getting on the game and drawing those cards when they become available. Get as many cards as you can built up. That will help you win. And before you know it, you will be gaining in fame, dominating the Old West. Let me know what you guys think. Thank you guys again for watching. This has been Galadon on Gaming, and I will see you guys again soon with more full attacks. Galadon, perhaps it's about time I win this game as well.